Hello guys, Nintendo Capri Sun here, and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. I'm kind of a loss of where to start with like this, because I know that like a lot of people, I didn't really say anything about this. Like I didn't really, like usually I give kind of hints to my next LP, and I kind of say, you know, well, this is going to be that, and this is going to be whatever. You know what? I'm done explaining. Shoot, wait, why isn't my controller working? Oh, because I'm pushing the wrong button, that's why. Good lord. It's just, I've been giving a lot of advice to people about LPs lately, and one of the things that I find myself saying a lot of is that if you're feeling especially passionate about a game, you really should take advantage of that. And that's a large part of why I'm actually doing this, because in light of a lot of recent blind Let's Plays, they've got me interested in feeling passionate about the game again in a way that I haven't felt in a really long time. And so I thought I'd take advantage of that, you know, and go for it. And what a terrible first part this has turned out to be so far. I'm sitting here yammering, trying to explain myself. I don't know, I just get the feeling a lot of people are going to be mildly disappointed by this choice. Because I didn't really give any indication that I was feeling the urge to do this, except in a few private messages here and there. And in no way am I trying to upstage anyone by doing this LP. Like, I know it looks like I'm doing it to, you know, to say, oh, this is how you're supposed to do it, you know, or something like that, you know, because of all the people who are doing blind runs of it now. But it's not like that at all. I mean, why am I skipping through the text so fast? I will explain what's going on here a little better as we get further into things. But for now, we got some action to take care of, so booyah! Now, I'm not actually playing this is all going automatically, but this gives you a nice little preview of what the battle system is going to look like in the game, and what you're going to be dealing with, what you're going to be up against. And showing off the sprites, you know, like guys falling down, guys getting up. It's funny because these attacks that he uses in these little cutscenes are probably some of the most rarely used attacks in the game. Yeah, nothing like a little, you know, nothing like a little tragedy to bring people closer together. Literally. Yeah, so as you see, we are the Red Wings. We're commanding this airship. And we are apparently some sort of air force for a kingdom called Baron. And that city we just flew over there is one we won't be visiting for a very long time. I still remember the first time it zoomed in and landed on the city. I was just like, oh, this is so cool. Because obviously this is back in Super Nintendo days when I was still crazy about the whole Mode 7 thing, and so even in this game it was still amazing to me. In many ways, this is actually the first RPG I ever played. It was, actually, well, my first RPG technically was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I'm still actually probably going to LP that someday, because that's not a bad little game either. But this was like the first real RPG. Like, when I played this, I knew what the real, you know, how hard RPGs could be, and how what a true RPG was meant to be. And because Mystic Quest was more of an entry-level RPG, as it said right on the cover of the game, so you know, you didn't have to be, I mean, it had its moments when it could be difficult, but it was nothing like, you know, nowhere near as challenging as a game like this. But anyway, as you can see, Cecil's having, or Cecil, I guess I should say, that's officially the pronunciation. I always thought the back of his helmet looked like a face, too. I don't know. But obviously he's questioning the king's motives, like, why are they attacking innocent people and stealing their crystals? And the king is like, oh, you betray me! Well, you're fired, asshole! Keep firing, assholes! And Cecil's like, no way, you don't dare fire me! You don't fire me, asshole! And the king's like, who are you calling an asshole? Asshole. And here comes Cain, our best friend, who in the original translation was actually spelled with a K. K-A-I-N. And I'm so used to seeing it like that, like, you know, I don't know. So he just gave us this thing called the bomb ring and said we're going to have to take it to this town called Mist, which will be our next task, and hopefully if we do that, we can regain the king's trust and get back within his good graces again. Otherwise, we're going to be jobless for a while. You don't want that. There's a strange atmosphere about the king. Yeah, the king's been acting a little strange lately. Oh, I know. So this is actually not the same translation that came out originally for the Super Nintendo. This is a nice little exchange here. Yes, indeed. I envy your faith in His Majesty, no kidding. I don't know what there is to envy. Why would you trust some butthead like that? Jeez. Of course, who are you to call the king a butthead? You're a terrorist. Get out of here. Yeah, but there's a lot of little exchanges in the new translation like this that, and to be honest, I've never actually played the game fully with this translation, so there are going to be some things later on that I've never seen myself. So I probably will see them as I watch Super Genius's run, but Super Genius or Takari Freak. Well, Rosa wanted to help you, so she chose to become a white magician. Don't worry her. That must be my girlfriend. Yeah, I guess. Wow, really? You're a pro then, huh? Jeez. You don't usually see that. I mean, white mage is like Cure 1 starting out. Sleep! Yeah? You're not sleepy? That's odd. I guess your spells don't work on me, mister. Or maybe you just missed. Yeah, there's definitely stronger magic than fire, ice, and thunder, I can tell you that. But you're not going to know about that until much later in the game. But, yeah, you can kind of just go around and explore the castle if you want. You find hidden treasures, like in here. Ether, 10, 480 gil. Nothing you're really going to want to do much with. I don't think there's anything out here worth seeing. I guess I could go show this, though. Because there is a little exchange out here that kind of sets something up for a future story development, I guess. I'm gonna try my dangest not to spoil anything, because I already... Man, we gotta pull another all-nighter? If he wasn't such an insulting bastard, we'd actually enjoy this. Don't tell him, boss. Don't tell him my work is fun. It's like when you're talking to yourself and then somebody walks in and you try to pretend like you were singing. And you just hope to God that they believe there's a song called What Does She Think She Is? Or something. I don't know. So much for being as clever as George Carlin. So, for now, we just gotta find our bed. Cecil? Cecil? I've been saying Cecil all my life. That's how I always thought it was pronounced. We have a road called Cecil in town, and everybody refers to it as Cecil. West Cecil and East Cecil. So, I don't know. And Super Genius made a good point when he said Cecil sounds too much like meh. You know, that weak, sharp, that weak E sound. But I guess if Cecil's the official pronunciation, we're gonna have to get used to that. So there you go. Rose has been worried. If you make her cry, I won't forgive you. By the way, how are my lovely airships doing? I don't want your crewmen abusing them. Hey, what's with that face? Oh, nobody besides you could command the Red Wings. Jeez, what's with the king recently? He wants me to make a new model of airship, but I don't want to turn them into war machines. Now he tells you to go hunt phantom beasts. Townsfolk are all confused, not to mention me. In any case, you be careful now. Here, I'm going home. Spent a lot of time at work recently, and my daughter is giving me hell about it. Your daughter? What about your wife? Maybe she's dead? I don't know. So, I've changed your sheets. I hear you're leaving early tomorrow. Rest well. Just another person with a story that we'll never hear. I mean, she has a story. She changes sheets, sure, but she's going home to something. So what is it? Where's her family? I want to hear about it. This is how I see the world sometimes. It's like, I want to hear everybody's story. Hmm. Man, we were orphans, and he took us in as his own sons. Now he's using us to go declare war. Jeez. What a bushhead. Well, what happened? One second you're being sent to Mysidia, the next you're being sent off to kill some ghastly monsters. And you've been acting strange since you came back. No, it's nothing. Then please don't look away. If you see me walking by, and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. Damn, Cecil, don't be so hard on yourself, man. You're not like that. You know better, asshole. You're not a pawn, you're definitely at least a bishop. Cecil of the Red Wings I know would never whimper like that. Not the Cecil I love. Okay. So she's definitely our girlfriend. No issues going on here. Kane is coming with me. It's late now. Get some rest. Wherever your bedroom is, because I have no idea. Probably in the other tower. We're like the king and queen here. You know, I still haven't really played much of the after years. I finished the main story, and then I bought all the side stories, because I finally figured out how to get my Wii to work online. And, so I bought all the side stories, and I played a little bit of Rydia's, but... Spoilers. No, we'll be seeing Rydia soon enough. So I played a little bit of hers, and it was really cool. But, I haven't had a chance to look at any of the others. Anyway, pretty epic music we got going on here. The music in this game is so much better than I remember. Like, ever since Secret of Mana came along, I just denounced all the other games and said, well, their music is good, but it's never be as good as Secret of Mana's. But, you know, when you go back and listen to some of this, it's really like, how can you not? And one thing I loved about Final Fantasy XII was that it opened with this theme. And it kept true, it kept all the chords the same and everything. It didn't go changing crap around. Like that Super Star Wars where it's supposed to go to the sixth... Here we go again trying to describe what that chord is. 6.5, but it goes to G instead, to 5th or something. That's stupid. Yep, we are headed off to do some crap. This has been a horrible intro. I almost want to just start over with this. Because I don't know, man. Hope everyone's doing okay, and that you don't mind too much that I'm doing this in spite of everybody else. Or in spite of the fact that so many other people are doing it. And once again, I can't stress this enough. I'm not doing this to show them up or anything. Because I know it looks that way. It probably does. But in all honesty, this is really no different than when Dario did Final Fantasy X. You know, and inspired me to do it, or inspired me to start playing the game again. And ever since I saw, you know, these LPs of Final Fantasy IV, it's been the same way. I've been having this urge to play it. And I figure, well, as long as I'm playing it, maybe I should LP it. Because why not, right? You gotta take advantage of it when you're feeling passionate about something. Don't wait for that to pass, and then, you know, because it'll never come back again for a long time. So, yeah, and for me, I don't know if it'll ever come back, like, for the rest of my life. I guess that's the kind of thing you think about when you get to my age, which is really kind of bad, but... Yes, too many monsters lately in the world. But what can you do? The crystals shed their lights silently. That's kind of sad, you know? It's because they can't call out for help. Don't you know they would if they could? Yes. Very epic, very epic. Now, the first time you get attacked by monsters out here in the field, you're probably going to be a little shocked, because, like, the way it does it, it's just so crazy. You can walk around all out here, there's really not much to see. It's all just land, mostly. Peninsulas, forests, that kind of thing. And here's the battle system. So we got Fight, and Dark Wave, which is actually a move that was not in the regular American version. And so... I wish it had been, because I would have used it all the time, but... Yeah, it's a move that subtracts some of Cecil's... It takes away some of Cecil's HP, but it attacks all the monsters at once, which can be useful in large groups. This is the town of Baron, and in all honesty, there's really not much to do here, because we don't have that much money, and we can't really... There's no armor that we can buy that's any better than what we already have. So I think I'm just gonna kind of skip on... Well, I don't know, though. You might want to go, like, talk to people and stuff. Cecil of the Red Wings. The village of Mist is beyond the cave to the northwest. So he's giving us directions like we don't know, like what we're doing or anything. Why did the king teach the dark sword to his men? I have a bad feeling about Mist. Yeah, Mist is the town we're headed for, actually. Whoa, it's a dark night! Scary, but kinda cool. Cowabunga, dude. The Dark Knight? No, sir, I haven't been speaking against the king. I'll dance for you. How's that sound? Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, man. Seriously? Seriously, game? See, and there's things like this that you didn't see in the original version, the original American version, because, you know, we're all about censorship and that kind of thing, you know, and apparently it didn't just start a few years ago. I mean, we're talking about a game that came out in 1992, 1991, actually. And so, well, you know what, actually, we're getting close to the end of the video. This has been the most terrible part 1 of any LP I've ever done, I swear. I've been so busy trying to, like, explain myself, and I'm so worried about people being disappointed with my choice for the next LP. I guess I'm always going to worry about that, because with as many people as I have nowadays, there's no way I can please everybody. So I just have to go with what pleases me, and this is what pleases me, so this is what I'm doing. So, I appreciate everybody watching, and, you know, I'll get back to Final Fantasy X eventually, I promise. Just holy cow, eventually. But yeah, okay, goodbye.